Step out of the arena, take a breath for a minute. This is a heavy fight, but you're not alone in it. Find a safe place where the armor can fall. Welcome to the corner that is built for us all.
This segment is exclusively for the parents, foster families, and adoptive caregivers that are sitting at your kitchen table tonight. I know exactly how heavy that room can feel when you're staring down a mountain of state forms, feeling like you can't even remove that armor at home, that the fight never ends, never relents. It is utterly exhausting. But I want to remind you of something completely undeniable. You are doing an incredible job. Let's be entirely real about who is making these high stakes decisions. The vast majority of HHS workers, MCO workers, case managers, and supervisors have never fostered or adopted a child themselves. They have degrees. They have state-mandated training modules. And they have policy manuals stuck up there. Stuck on their desks. But most have never sat up at 3 a.m. with a child experiencing deep developmental trauma, or sat with a child who's having an FASD crisis. They haven't had to fight a corporate MCO just to keep their family safe. So when they look at your paperwork and your adoption decrees and your requests, when they look at your child's clinical needs, they aren't looking at a human reality. They are looking at a budget, spreadsheet, and a checklist. They are completely desensitized to reality. There is a massive, dangerous gulf between administering a system on paper and surviving it in real life. But you are surviving it. And when you step up to care for these kids, you don't just open your home, you give them a foundation of love and safety. And you give them fierce protection in whatever setting it requires. That's no institutional policy, right? It's nothing that corporate gridlock could ever match. The fact that you are willing to look a broken system in the eyes and demand what your child rightfully deserves is not a sign of weakness. It is the ultimate proof of your strength. You are that child's absolute hero. And the daily sacrifices that you make in the daylight matter more than any sterile corporate baseline chart ever will. Never let a bureaucrat or a clinical reviewer make you doubt your choices or your worth. When you fight for your child's peace and safety, you are standing on solid ground, backed by a community of parent advocates who are walking this exact same path right alongside you. So take a deep breath. Your love is a shield. Your voice carries real power. And you have everything it takes to stay stubborn and win. Keep standing proud because you are exactly what your child needs. Remember the words of Theodore Roosevelt on those nights when the arena feels completely overwhelming. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again. Because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. HHS, MCOs, and other agencies, they aren't in the arena. They are the arena. They don't count. The critic doesn't count. The credit belongs to us, the people in the arena. Those cold and timid souls trying to crush us will never know victory or defeat. So hold your head high, warriors. Don't be afraid to let that armor fall on occasion. Do what you need to recharge. And let's fight on.